Remember, you're not trying to close a sale on a discovery call. You're trying to be memorable. You're trying to make an impression with the prospect. The best way to do that, in my experience, is have good metrics. The metric is a number, right? I can tell you that that something is fantastic, but if I give you a number behind it, a 54% increase, people remember numbers.
What does expensive mean to you, Jim, if I can ask that question? Before I answer that, Jim, let me ask you, how much at the moment is this specific problem costing you guys?
I think there's general alignment in what we offer, but it'd be helpful to understand, how quickly do you need this to go live to be able to get value from it?
Yeah.
And what are the criteria that go into that decision-making process?
I think Schedulo would like to talk to both of you about some open sales roles that they have in the company.
I think I would have, if I had more time or if I was thinking, preparing more, I would have done a lot of that research, I think, ahead of time. And then my questions would have been maybe a lot more focused around process and pain. It felt like there was a little bit too high level at the end of it. I didn't really get into the details. And I think before moving ahead, it would have been nice to maybe go a layer deeper.
I felt that I had a good enough understanding to be able to say that, where we could take the next kind of steps together based on what you needed, how we could potentially bridge the gap, and then obviously, moving forward from there. So it was a difficult challenge, I'm not going to lie.
I'll call it the zingers. How do you respond to a zinger, right? And we've all been there, right? Hey, can I have it for free? Oh, I'd love to use the product for 6 months. Is that okay? Oh, your competition said this. I think the best way to always answer this, and by the way, one hack for both of you that neither of you did, but I would suggest sometimes if you want to buy time just to get your brain kind of clicking to think about how to respond, is repeat the question.
Yeah.
So literally just say like, oh, I'm sorry, did I understand it right? Did you ask if you want to use the product for 6 months, right? And then if you can, because you can feel tension with people, especially with Zoom, but even on the phone, just say, oh, can you give me some more clarity around that? Is there some thinking behind it? If you can do that, sometimes you can't. But that even just giving you 5 seconds or so gives you a chance to kind of compose your answer. It's better to do a very short proof of concept based on your use case. Before we offer it for free, we want to show you the different options and show you an ROI before that. So frame it back to it's about them, and then use your kind of best practices of how you believe others have evaluated your product as a way to frame the answer. You're better off not having slides. You're better off with conversations. So it falls into that kind of potholes where you, the show up and throw up problem. Like, I think some of the worst discovery calls are calls where you get on and you've got a 20-slide overview of the company and you just can't wait to go through those 20 slides. Like people don't like that. What they want to have is back and forth. When we think about investing, we look at the whole package, right? We look at the founder and we look at the background. In fact, in many ways, sometimes founders that have a background in sales and marketing make fantastic founders. I'm personally biased. I have the sales background, right? Because they know how to get to market. It's one thing to build a product. It's an entirely separate thing to figure out how to sell it. Look, I think a great open question at the end, if you're really clicking with them, is to say, was this worth your time? Like, for those of you that are selling technical products, you know what your best superpower as a salesperson is to say, I don't know. Because it builds credibility, right? And it makes you real and human. What you did fantastic is I gave you the zingers right out of the gate, and you did a great job deflecting them. You actually made it funny, right? And you were very real and human.
I don't know why I've been so nervous. I'm 5 years removed from my last sales role.
It has been a great experience. I've learned a lot from the process, and to be able to have such, credible and really knowledgeable people come in and do the judging and give us some critique and some real feedback that we can use. I feel that that's really going to enable me in my position in my company to be able to, impart some great wisdom on our team and get them to the level that we desire to be at.